with the man in style right here. Good, sir. You got the energy. Just your whole, Just your whole thoughts on the 1977, finishing strong, going up the trials, good sir.
Yeah, I think I said yesterday that I wanted the world lead, and I guess the wind had a disagreement there. But 977 coming in, that was it, right? 977? Yeah.
Keeping it clean.
977. Yeah, I got COVID here twice, so I gotta make sure I don't get COVID going into U.S. champs. But yeah, the wind wasn't there, but 977. I'm like, shoot, if the wind was dead even, that would have easily been a 19.6, 19.5 race. And if the wind was with me, shoot, that for all we know, that could have been a 19.4 race.
What was kind of happening at the start?
The blocks were moving too much. You know, we were interchanging them multiple times. It's the same thing that was going on in the 100. We just tried to use so many different blocks, and they just weren't sticking. I think the actual track was, it's just a little old. You know, it's been used a lot. You know, this is a fast track. So a lot of people have been on it, got it fast times. So that's, I really think, what was it? The blocks just weren't sticking because the track was soft.
And technique-wise, how you just felt it went out there since you were so happy with the technique, it sounds like. How do you felt the technique was?
I feel like I got the power for sure. I feel like I'm trying to find the rhythm again. You know, this is my first 200, but I expected something still fast. You know, I think this is my second or third fastest time season opener. And I think no, I think I ran a time before I got to Jamaica. So like, it might be my second, but it was good regardless, especially into the negative head. I'm like, yeah, okay, we're going into USA's and we got a stronghold on all the events.
You got out pretty good.
You said what?
It seemed like you got out pretty good.
Yeah, I felt like I did. I think even somewhere in there, somewhere about 60 to 70 meters into the turn, I kind of slowed down a tad to make sure that my positions were correct, because I didn't want to go and come out of the turn with bad positions. But I lost a little bit of speed doing that, but I was okay with that because I'd rather feel what it has to do good positions going out of the turn than bad positions coming out of the turn. I really want to find that rhythm going into all the next few races.
Why did you decide to open with 2 gear versus early in the season?
To be honest, I'm just trying to get my rhythm in the 100. That's really what it's been all about. Now I'm the 100 meter world champion 2023, so I'm not planning on getting that title. I'm planning on being the Olympic champion. I know I have the 200 on lock. All I need is 2 or 3 200s before. I'm like, okay, I got this. This is in my back pocket. I want to make sure that I really drill in the event that's not as strong. And this year I feel like we've done it.
Talking about the 100-meter champ, you're the Triple Crown winner at Worlds this past year. We saw Mackenzie Long get the Triple Crown in the NCAA championship. Any thoughts on that, or just her performance? You also being a Triple Crown winner yourself.
Yeah, it was very impressive. We were watching it last night, and I was like, I had her winning the double. And then after the first day of the 4x1s, I'm like, oh yeah, Ole Miss is gonna win the 4x1. So I didn't get to stick around. So it wasn't a shock, but it was very nice to see. But she definitely had to work on that 100. But I was like, yeah, I know that in the hole feeling, and you got to get out of the hole. But she did it.
You talk about the hairstyle game, man. Talk about the style game with it. Talk about everything.
I'm getting my vibe. I'm trying to figure out what's the style for the Olympics. And this year, I think it's been screaming pearls. Pearls has been the vibe all this whole time. So I had to make sure that my nails were pearly vibe. I had to make sure the hair, the outfits. That's just what I think I'm going to go to the Olympics with.
This New York energy, man, you know it all the way.
Sir.
How the crowd was giving you the love there, man. Does it represent the Noah vibe? Does it represent Noah vibe?
It does. We did a lot of work going into this meet, all the way from the announcer. I think we got a hockey introduction. He, the announcer who's doing the first few vibes, he works for some hockey team, and I was like, yeah, that's the intro we need every time we step out onto the track, right there. I love it, man. I think it shows the vibe of how close you can be with the athletes. A lot of sports, you're kind of distant. You're playing football. There's a huge stadium in the middle. I've gone to some track meets where they have huge gates for separating the athletes from the crowd. I'm like, nah, we one of the only few sports where we are very close to the audience. We need to take advantage of that.
Do you feel now more commercials for the trials over the next 2 weeks? The market, the trials need to go down. More commercials with it.
I got 7-8 commercials that are about to drop, from trials all the way to the Olympics, all the way to December. Everybody's saying, where's Noah stuff at? Don't worry, it's coming. It's gonna be great. I've seen them all. They're really good.
And that Netflix hype, man, for the Netflix doc, just your whole thoughts on just how it's been received so far and just how it's being marketed with the Netflix show coming out.
I'm very excited about Netflix. I saw the series. It's great. There is no worries on if that Netflix show is gonna be good. It's gonna be amazing. It's definitely gonna bring a lot of fans. And to be honest, I think you're gonna see a lot of people in new light. Truly.
No, it's